Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
Well, Moses, the Lloydminster Bobcats are looking to put this past weekend behind them after being swept by the Bonnyville Pontiacs.
Yeah, not the way you want to do it, especially at home. They had a great crowd there at the Civic Centre on Saturday night, and as Emmett Murphy reports, the Orange and Black are hoping all that is behind them now.
The Cats were looking good in their new third jerseys, while head coach Ryan Parent was looking focused in his first game at the Civic. First period, rookie Riley O'Connor forgets about the puck, and the Ponts nearly make him pay for it. Moments later, the veteran Grant Baker lays the body at center. Fellow Cat D-man Lyndon Springer would head to the box for tripping shortly after, though. Jackson Dudley capitalizes on the PP. But 4 minutes later, Matty Marcinew responds. The highest scoring returning player has the Cats' only 2 goals this year. Second period, Marcinew appears to put himself offside. Play continues. Springer just keeps the puck onside again. Travis Wellman scores a softie to give the Cats their first lead of the year. 10 minutes later, more Marcinew. 3-1 Bobcats halfway through the game. Ponts look for a spark, but little Lyndon Lewis takes down Alex Smith. And once out of the box, Lewis gets sprung on a breakaway, but can't convert. Third period, 3-2 Cats. Pontiacs with 2 shots on Chase Martin before Ty Carey buries one in the empty cage. Tie game with 5 minutes left. Captain Casey Knight hits iron, still tied. Back the other way, Bobcats bobble the puck on their own end. Chase Martin bails the D out. With just over 3 minutes left, the Bobcats D can't move the puck up again. Tanner Dusick finds Locke Muller in front, and that's all she wrote. 4-3 Pontiacs win.
Yeah, I think we just got a little too fancy late in the game. And I mean, we need to simplify our game at clutch times, and that'll make us a much more effective team all around.
Not disappointed, no, just mental errors. So we got to become mentally tougher, and that'll progress as the season progresses.
I don't want to say nerves because that's not an excuse, but just guys not having their head up and not identifying plays before they happen.
The Lakeland Rustlers men's and women's soccer teams open their season at home this weekend. The women were over their heads, losing 4-0 to the Red Deer Queens. The men hope for a better result in the afternoon, taking on the Red Deer Kings. Teams were tied at 1 after the first half. Kings looked to strike early in the second, finding space to set up an outside shot. Strikes on target, but Kyle Benson gets his glove on it to keep this one tied. Rustlers change that moments later. Maddie Marilainen stays onside and softly will tuck in the ball in the far corner. His second goal of the game, Rustlers up 2-1. Kings, though, with a free kick, a chance here, a deflection. Will be in front, but it looks good. But hey, you know what? It's kept out. Not too bad. Visitors, though, equalize with this curler over Benson's mitts. That was absolutely perfect, tying it up at 2. Moments later, Kings rewarded a penalty that appears to go in. Kings lead for the first time. Rustlers would be reduced to 10 men, but that doesn't matter. All they needed was one man, Matty Marilainen. He will chip one over the keeper for his 3rd goal of the match. This one would end 3-3. Rustlers disappointed, though. They dropped 2 points.
Yeah, it was not so bad off the start, and then I don't know, kind of let off, and guy got red carded and kicked off, so stepped it up, kept her in her. Guys just started pushing harder when we were short a guy and made the best of a bad situation, I guess.
We had the game kind of as we were wanting it, and at the end of the day, we made bad decisions. Got a red card about 8 minutes into the second half. Mental lapses by that player, bad, awful decisions, which were letting down his teammates. And that put us in a bad position, obviously playing about 35 minutes with a man down. I'll give the rest of the guys credit for, quickly letting up 2 goals and fighting their way back into it and giving themselves a chance to win.
That's your first look at sports. Stick around. Gerard will have your weather details next. The Lloydminster Mustangs have started the 2012 Wheatland Bantam Football League on a winning note. They crushed the Cold Lake Royals 31-1 despite being a fairly fresh-faced team.
Just 11 players from last year's Mustangs team returned this year. That means 20 guys on the orange and blue are brand new.
you know, it was going to be a rebuilding year for us, and we kind of knew that. So I'm pretty happy with the way it went today. And they kind of got rid of the nerves there in the first half, and the second half turned it on.
A big part of the team's success in the season opener was one of those rookie starters, quarterback Kirk Hahn.
Well, you know, I got enough confidence in him that I gave him the go-ahead to call some audibles if he saw a defensive formation that he didn't really like. He actually audibled a couple plays in himself, so he did pretty good.
Strong receiving.
The Stangs have just one returning receiver, but any doubts on the wings were erased by the play of first-year player Garret Kryzanowski.
It was a blast. In the off-season, tonsils out, I didn't get to play. It was just pumped to get out here.
The Hahn-Kryzanowski connection has clicked instantly, with the pair hooking up for 2 touchdowns against the Royals.
We were good. We worked out a lot in the summer, so he knows how I can catch. He knows where to put him. He knows how good I can catch. And
Kryzanowski had more reason to celebrate his coming-out party than just a win and big offensive output. His big debut came on his 14th birthday.
Oh, the happiest I've ever been.
If the Stangs play from week 1 is any indication, expect more happy days to come for the orange and blue.